Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We are February 11th, 2029. Whoa, let's back up. 2026. Um I unfortunately don't have a morning weight today. Men, sorry, but women get their cycle, their month, and well, I'm currently almost done, so when I have my period, I know that my weight fluctuates. I'm extra bloated, so I'm gonna weigh myself probably. What are we today? Wednesday. So I think by Friday, Saturday morning, I'll weigh myself and see where we're at. Last weigh-in, I was at 188.4. So I hope that eventually, I get more consistent with everything and just applying everything I'm learning. And, by beginning of March, I think it will be a good indicator of if I need to reassess and pivot my approach. But for now, I'm doing the best I can. I'm getting my steps. I'm doing, my workouts. I could be more consistent at those. You know, getting over the hurdles of getting back from work and being exhausted. I tend to sometimes make excuses. To be fair, though, I am, personally going through a lot of stuff, a lot of changes, a lot of positive changes. But health-wise too, it's been a huge year for me. Like the end of 2025 and the beginning of 2026, has been the most transformative months of my entire life. And I'm not being I'm not exaggerating, just on a personal level, there's so much stuff that has happened that have been, more negative, but all that negativity was disguised as future positivity. You know what I mean? Getting through those hard times or the dark times with anyone that can relate to this is just you're at this bottom of a pit and you're looking up. You're in this well. And you kind of understand how you got there, you're yeah, okay. I see I've put myself in this situation with either, the decisions you made or bad luck or just unfortunate events that have led you to kind of choose these options that maybe looking back you're maybe I should have went right, but I went left, and I went up and I should have went down. But in the moment, you do the best you can with the information and the knowledge you have, and you make those decisions, and then you can look back on it and be yep, this is how I got here. Or, you have people around you that play a role in that, whatever the case may be. And you're looking down in that well and you're looking up. You're damn, it's dark in here, right? It's dark, everything's negative. You're not quite sure how you're going to get out of it. And then you're oh, let me look up. And you look up and yeah, there's the sliver of light, There's the crevice of hope. And you keep looking up in that crevice and you keep chipping away, finding things around you, finding things within you to build, I don't know, a staircase. Or you let your nails grow and you're climbing up those walls. You're going to do whatever you need to do to get to that light. And as you get closer and closer, the light gets brighter and brighter, and you look down, you're ooh, yeah, that was scary. I don't want to go back there. So you're going to do whatever it takes to fucking crawl up that well, and you're gonna persevere, and you're gonna come outside of that like you're gonna, like the girl from The Ring. You're gonna get out of that well. I don't know if she goes in it or she comes out of it, but you'll be the girl from The Ring, all grungy and like scary, and you're gonna see the light, and it's gonna change you. You know what I mean? So all that to say that that's kind of where I was at the end of 2025, like starting in like end of July 2025. You know, events happened out of my control, and personally was just struggling. You know, it was bad, and I had to look in the mirror. I honestly didn't like the reflection, and before that reflection, I would avoid it. I was like, whatever. I wouldn't focus on it, right? But for some reason, this time, I got a good look, and it's not that the person looking back at me had those puppy eyes, and it was like, yeah, I need to help them. I need to become better for myself, so that eventually it oozes out of me of this energy that is shifted, you know, and that brings new energy and positive things towards me, and that's what's happening right now. I feel like I'm on this momentum of like the changes I needed to make, the things I said I would do, were procrastinated for so many years, you know. I always say that the one thing I've always been consistent at was being inconsistent. I've always had that. I don't know, I start things and then I don't finish them, I get too much anxiety or whatever the case may be. I can never be consistent at something, but I could be consistent at not being consistent. So for me, I know I can. I know I have that in me to be consistent, but it has to be put into something positive and something motivating and something that I want to keep doing. So you might look at me and like, wow, she's walking on a walking pad. You know, go outside for an actual run, go on a bike, get your cardio even more. Yeah, of course, I'm not stupid. Like, I get it. Like, but this is me getting steps. This is what I enjoy. My show's right there. I'm even talking to you guys. That's something that I just never did before. I didn't. Even sometimes I rewatch the videos. And I'm like, oh, that's so cringe. Like, am I gonna post that? Like, who's gonna be listening to this? Or, you know what I mean? But that's besides the fact. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? That's part of the process of being consistent and just posting it, right? So I've gone over that cringe side of things. Obviously, it's gonna happen once in a while where I'm editing a video and I'm listening to myself yap again, and it's like cringe, but not really. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm just talking, right? So if you've been in that well, or you're in that well and it's dark, I assure you, it could be darker. The well could be way deeper. The light could be non-existent, or you just haven't found the spark or the will to see that there's light there. There is light. You're gonna look up, whatever that is, focus on it. Focus on it and work towards it. And I assure you that you will find in the deepest parts of you, it's something that fire, that spark, it's gonna come from somewhere. You gotta do some work. You can't just be like, okay, when's it gonna happen? No, you're gonna have to do the steps. You're gonna have to buckle up. You're gonna have to put your adult pants, or whatever analogy you want to. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight, and you're gonna find that light. I know you will, because you have to. At the end of the day, you will level up. You know, in Pokemon, you gotta level up. You're gonna get that evolution. Well, you're gonna have to go through things to be able to earn that badge, to earn the evolution. And that's a perfect analogy of where I am. I feel like I was such a long time in this plateau of who I was, and these events happen, and it's like I evolved into the person I was supposed to become, or I was supposed to fulfill this part of my personality or this part of my journey. And that's kind of where I am. I'm like, I've evolved, I'm still evolving, but I feel like I'm in that stage right now, and it's really exciting. I'm trying not to get overwhelmed with the positivity, because even sometimes for me, I know that if I focus too much on the positive, I'm like, oh, the negative is soon to follow, in that mindset, which I've gotten way better at. But it's always in the back of my head. It's like, oh, things are going too good, once, and then you can't enjoy it because you're like, it's eventually that something's gonna happen, right? But I'm on a good path right now. Wow, this was a big spiel. I do apologize, but for anyone that needed to hear that, well, I hope it's worth me feeling cringy about it. Yeah, just kidding. But yeah, so today's plan, sorry, we're Wednesday. I'm at home. It's lunchtime. I'm getting my steps in. I'll do an easy 30 minutes, and then I'll do another 30 minutes after work. And then I'll do, hopefully, a workout. I need to get an upper body workout in. My shoulder's still hurting. I will need to contact a physio. Never done that before, so I know I might procrastinate it. So if you've made it this far in the video and you actually hear what I'm saying, write in the comments that I should go see a chiropractor, or no, physio, not a chiropractor. Well, maybe that too, I don't know, let me know. But I need to book an appointment for physio for my shoulders, my right shoulder. And my legs are finally just recovered from my leg day I did, I think on Fridays. So I think Fridays are going to be leg day, because then I had the whole weekend to kind of like recover, because that was the first leg workout in a long time, and I was suffering. So I know I did good. I can increase the weights now, but it was a good start. We'll keep focusing on the basics for the lower body, and then hopefully shoulder, we'll do different movements so it doesn't bother my shoulder when I do. I chat GPT'd other exercises I could do with the shoulder injury. So tonight will probably just be like arms and chest, maybe something like that. But I think that's enough for today, and I'll see you guys back on the tripod this afternoon. Okay, I have one last little point to make. The GoPro. I'm gonna have to investigate or invest in a new battery. It isn't very old. It's a Hero Plus 3 or Hero 3 Plus. I wanted to set it up either in the back of me or in the front to just have like a second angle, but I went to mount it today and the battery is no bueno. I think that I'm gonna have an issue with the battery right now. Like the other day, I let it charge for over like 5 hours, and when I took it off, it was still at like 2 bars. So I just think that the battery needs to be replaced so that it can last. It's supposed to last like 4 hours. So I'll look more into that. But it would be very cool if I could have the GoPro with different shots. So that's the update. Alright, we are back. Just finished work. I did a few things. And we're back for another 30 minutes. I managed to get the GoPro charged enough to set it up. So it's been set up in the back of me. We'll see what the shot looks like, and if it's too complicated with the angle and with having my show in the frame. I've been lucky so far for the mirror in the back of me. I figured out a system, either putting an emoji when I'm editing to cover the screen, or right now I have a shirt that's blocking it. But for the angle of the GoPro, we'll see what it looks like. I had done a previous test to see kind of what are the angles of the room. So I'm assuming it might have it in the frame, but I might be blocking the screen. I'm definitely blocking the screen, but we'll see. And another thing on my to-do list that is really has to get done is the second light mount, ceiling light. That's for some reason stopped working because of the new one I installed, and I don't know, I think maybe it blew a fuse, or I don't know, because then that one would be working because it's on the same circuit, pretty sure. So I think just the difference in energy, maybe, or I had moved them, and I don't know. This one's very old, so I need to get that because it's so dark in here. And that lamp that I had gotten a bit too prematurely, that I'm returning, will be so bright there in my face. And, I felt sketchy with that light. I'm sure it was fine, but for filming, it was just not what I needed. So eventually, when I get the money, I'll get some more lights here. They're not too bad though on Amazon, the ones I looked. Like if you get a 2-pack, it was like $60-$50, so doable. But I already placed the Amazon order today, so yeah, pump the brakes on the spending there. But I needed new earbuds and a wireless mouse for editing and for work upstairs. So, and I got a Lego for this weekend if I get it in time. It's a Valentine's Day Lego, so that'd be fun to do over the weekend. Anyways, do my 30 minutes, and I should be roughly around, I don't know, like 8,000 steps. I haven't been, well, no, well, not really. I go up and down the stairs a lot, so that does help, but it doesn't get me too far when I'm working at home. I usually have to do like, at least an hour and in a bit to get over my 10,000. So let's get to it.